Hey, what's going on, guys? Xaingqi here. In this video I'd like to introduce the equivalent of International Western Chess Fool's Mate in Chinese chess CNC. At the very end of this video I would be checkmating the random player that is available within my new JavaScript CNC engine which is called Ukun, that I've created and covered in the video series on how to code this from scratch in JavaScript. So here is the first level. My little kitten by Ha, who's playing the random moves, so they really can play from the random player. And this one is the strongest opponent, which would most likely crush you if you don't know how to play the game. But before that, I just want to give a credit to the amazing resource that I used in order to get in order to know about this fool's checkmate. So there is an absolutely amazing resource on CNC in English that I can't give enough credit to. So it's called CNCinEnglish.com by Jim Png. I'm sorry, his surname, I don't pronounce it correctly. So he also has his Chinese name as well. Jim is kind of westernized version of the name, but it doesn't matter. So he is the maintainer of this site. Also has an absolutely amazing YouTube channel, which is kind of too underrated from the number of subscribers perspective. So only a miserable number of subscribers, while the amount of the material he's created is so fantastic that me as a beginner in CNC, it's kind of like the life won't be enough to watch all of these videos and to master all the skills he offers absolutely for free. And for those who want to go even deeper, he's offering really numerous books he's created and now selling on Amazon. We're now having an interesting discussion via email with Jim, and I really hope to contribute to his site for free, by the way. So yeah, because I really have some interesting ideas on how to improve the things, and I'm very motivated as the guy who's very passionate about CNC from not the very recent time, but anyway, so it doesn't matter. So on Jim's site, there's CNCinEnglish.com, we have an example. So it's called double cannon checkmate. Here are a few of examples, but I want to walk through the one that starts from the initial position, and the reason why is because we can apply this while playing versus random player, let's say here in my app. So this might be very interesting and interactive at the same time. And before we start having a look at the game, I just want to say a few words regarding the notation. So the notation used here is the World CNC Federation notation, which might be a little bit too complicated for Western people who is not aware of what does this mean. So let's say this means cannon, so let's say the starting position. So cannon, C stands for cannon, this is the cannon. On the second rank, so this is the second rank, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the Chinese characters representing the numbers, and for the opposite color it goes like this. So cannon on the second file. Equal means traverses left or right, so plus means attacks, minus means retreats from the side, from the opponent's, from the side to move perspective, and so on. So cannon 2 equals 5 means that we need to find a cannon on the second rank. Equals means that it goes left or right, and then we need to find the rank 5, the file 5. Here it is. So the first move is like this, but this might be a little bit too overwhelming for beginners. And that's the reason why in my chess, in my CNC version, I'm using, so let's say just try to play, or even not to play versus random player, just enable the edit mode, just to be able to move the pieces without without computer responding. So here, if I just make a couple of moves, I'm using so-called UCI notation. UCI stands for Universal Chess Interface, and there is also its variation UCCI, Universal Chinese Chess Interface, which is a little bit different, and my engine in particular doesn't support that, but the move format still the same. So we use just the coordinates like within International Western Chess. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and we have 0, it's important, it starts from 0. That's the standard 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So here we have the move h2 goes to e2, and the response is h7 going to e7. So bearing in mind the fact that I can hardly believe that Chinese players would be watching this video because videos because they really have lots of resources in Chinese that we guys don't have access to. Well, we do have access, but without knowing Chinese language, it's a little bit of a rocket science to follow those tutorials. Unless you're a crazy man like I am who tries to watch Chinese resources. But anyway, yeah, it's a little bit too overwhelming. So as far as my engine uses this UCI notation, I would be using the UCI notation in my future videos where I would be playing CNC online like I did before, but before I didn't really take a decision whether I should use this UCI notation or not. But just, well, it doesn't matter really, but this notation at very least is more clear from the perspective of international Western chess player, or at least the guy who's aware of that. So with this, sorry for a little bit too long introduction, but these things are absolutely essential. And also, yeah, by the way, after revealing and discovering the Jim's YouTube channel, I understand that I really need to drop my idea on creating videos on the basics of how to play CNC from the beginner's perspective, like how I learn. So instead, I would be highlighting some interesting things that I'm currently up with regarding learning CNC, and try to point out the learning path in particular, because, well, programming is absolutely astonishing. Sorry, not astonishing. It's absolutely fantastic on its own, but I really feel a little bit tired after completing this sort of an engine and the GUI. So I really want to have some fun and play CNC as a player and to learn the basics, because I really love the game. I feel very passionate about this. So without further ado, let's actually start. So the double cannon attack. So we start with moving the cannon. So h2 goes to e2, and the opponent response doesn't matter in this case because we're just trying to build some sort of a specific position pattern, mating pattern to work with. So at the moment, this cannon is attacking the pawn. So I'll first show you how this looks like in the original diagram. Then I'll show you this in my diagram using the Romanized pieces to give it to make it a little bit more clear on how the things work. If you try it at home, you can use the dark theme if you like also. But anyway, so here the cannon attacks the pawn, and just a random move in response. So we take this pawn, then we make another random move in response. So it doesn't really matter what this there may be whatever move, and now we go in the next move, and the next move is going to be a checkmate. So if cannon goes from b0 1 2 3 from b4 to e4, yeah, in this case it's gonna mate the opponent's king, because here the cannon attacks over one piece. So even if the advisor would try to defend, then this cannon would be attacking, so no defense from this, even if bishops would come in. So we're making another random move by the black, and finally we got this checkmate position. So this position is a checkmate, but again, it might be a little bit not that clear. So I just want to show you how this would be applied here. So well, first let me probably start a new game. Okay, so we just make a random move, then we take the pawn. So in my version we have highlights of where the pieces are going, so this is very handy, I believe. So here we can capture a pawn. Okay, then just, I don't know, he made some random move, this doesn't matter really where exactly. Here, then he made another move, and now we get a checkmate. Hold on a sec, why doesn't it show checkmate? Hold on, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, I've just revealed a bug in my in my edit mode mode of my program. So now here he doesn't show a checkmate. This is a checkmate actually, because we can't really defend, we can't move any pieces, but checkmate is not, the game of state didn't change. Yeah, I'm still debugging this program. So as far as we go for playing versus a random player, trying to apply this pattern, we'll see how this works. So without further ado, let's actually try. So I just started a new game, selecting this this is by Hua, my little kin. She plays random moves, and without further ado, let's start. So now she would be making absolutely random moves. If my app didn't crash again. Okay, sorry guys, just let me reload this stuff. I have no idea what's going wrong there. Okay. Okay. I just forgot to get rid of the edit mode. That was the reason, I guess. Yeah. So, well, now actually, this is quite a good move because she defends the piece. But this is the random move. So we just undo this and make another one. So you see, like now it's another random move. It doesn't defend the pawn, so we can capture. Another random move, so we can go here. Another random move, and now we can finally checkmate. So you see, this is mate, checkmate here, because no defense, so we can defend with the bishop. So now this cannon now attacks the king. It doesn't show because this is a checkmate. So can go here because this cannon would be attacking. Can go with the bishops as well. So you can have a look at this with the Romanized pieces. So cannon's attacking like this. Okay, so this is the checkmate. And this is quite pretty polishable. So let's try another game. So again, like the random player. So just random move here. We capture in a pawn, and we need to build up. This pressure, and again we get this checkmate. So we can switch the side and trying the same stuff on the opposite from the opposite color perspective. So let's try to do that as well. So well, I can probably use even the different. Oh, sorry. First, need to make the first move. I didn't yet try this from the black's perspective, but this should be working as well. So yeah, let's take this, and now it should be mate again, and we get the mate. Now black wins. So this is it. Very simple, very interesting. Well, me personally, I really love these traditional characters because I'm really kind of more like already used to them. So all you need to do, you need to put two cannons, one after another, and you'll get that checkmate. Oh, no, this is not that simple. Okay, now this is getting interesting. So the king has left its initial place, so we need to make a little bit more work. So well, this cannon prevents from attacking. Okay, let's step aside. So now we got a check. Okay, he gets rid of that check, and now I want to checkmate the next move. Nope, it's not yet a checkmate. Oh man. Well, this is really fun. This is really fun. Yeah, it's yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not checkmating that easily. But anyway, I just really wanted to show you the content. So let's try another game where the king is not going. Well, is this gonna work? I'm just wondering. Is this gonna work? Yeah, no. I hope this is gonna work. Yeah, we get the checkmate again. So it's quite pretty interesting exercise to try. Yeah, so feel free to play versus this random player, and also, well, I think this might be also interesting to analyze. So let's start a new game. It might be interesting to analyze. Yeah, the reason why I just started a new game and trying to make a motion didn't play. That's because the edit mode wasn't on the cards. So we just need to move, and that's it. But it might be very interesting to, well, for me personally, that's how I learn. Trying to start this editing mode and trying to start to analyze the position. So the pawn is attacked, and well, the most natural thing is to protect this, like so. But also, well, the orthodox openings, so people often moving the cannon to try to capture the opposite. And I didn't see yet this like variations. Well, well, so let's say already this position protects from that fool's mate. So let's say I'm trying to threaten the fool's mate, and let's say just go some, I don't know, some random move. And here I get the check, but hold on a sec. But here, this is the move. Oh, hold on a sec. Nope. Hold on a sec. Can I? Is this a bug in my app again, or what is that? The cannon should be capable of capturing, so this is the check, right? So I'm getting some errors. I'm sorry guys, it's still debugging this. So why I can't go for capturing this? Oh, maybe just hold on a second, I need to figure out what's going on here. Okay guys, yeah, it's just very crucial that the edit mode doesn't print the state of the game. Yeah, because this is actually a checkmate, I think, because I can't capture this because in this case this still would be a check from this cannon, so I can't really recapture. So this should be a mate, but again, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I've just realized that I really need to implement the the state of game distinguishing when the edit mode is available, because otherwise it's a total completely disaster. So yeah, it's the very first thing in my to-do list. So after ending this video, I would actually go and try to implement this. But anyway, let's try to analyze a little bit more. So here, and if we takes, so here the mate is still threatening. So in order to avoid this sort of a mate, so what would be the defense? So let's say, well, let's say that the simplest solution to go here. So if I just threaten this checkmate, hold on a sec, this is also a mate, so this doesn't help. It's just not right on time. So no, it's a bad idea. So what else can we do? If I defend with a bishop, if I defend with advisor, hold on a sec, why can't I defend? Okay, sorry, just let's start this from scratch. So captures. Well, obviously I can't go here because this would be the check, right? Okay, but I can go here. It's already a bad position for black, I guess, but at very least we can go here, right? And at very least we can win a cannon, like so. Yeah, and if we just make some random move, how likely this to be? Nope. Yeah, knight can jump over its pawn. Is this a mate as well or not? Yeah, I definitely need to implement this game state detection within the edit mode, because otherwise, yeah, for me, as an absolute beginner in CNC, it's incredibly difficult to figure out whether this is a mate or not. So I will now go and implement that. Well, okay guys, this is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.